was praying that you and me might end up together.
I've never really thought much about what death means to me, and as simple as the question may be, it's quite complex. Death is inevitable, no matter how hard we never want to see our loved ones go. Throughout my 21 years of life, I've dealt with far too many deaths than I wanted to. When I was in grade 1, my grandpa passed away, and I think that was the first moment where I learned about death. But there was so much more than that. I can remember my mom trying to explain it to me in a way that wouldn't make me upset, and she told me that my grandpa was just peacefully sleeping. At that time, I felt like that was a legit thing, but then days and years passed on, and he never came back. It's just crazy to me to think that one day someone can just be gone forever. No more talking to them or hearing their laugh, just gone. I think I'm still trying to figure out what happens when someone dies. Although I grew up Catholic, I'm still not sure I believe people actually go to hell. It's hard to really know because we haven't experienced it and we can't explain it. They say that death means end of life, but is it really the end of life or just the beginning of a new one? I believe when someone dies, their soul lives on forever. And I guess I say that because I recently just lost my grandma this past October, and for some strange reason, I wake up at the same time in the middle of the night. It's like she's visiting me, and I know she's looking down at me. Who's to say that people who have passed don't reincarnate, or go to heaven, or go to hell? Everyone has their own beliefs and stories, but we will never truly know what happens during or after death. We cry and mourn the loss of loved ones when they pass away, but I don't believe that that is the end. We're all going to go eventually, and die, and leave our legacies behind to be with the angels we previously lost. I believe that God has a plan for all of us, and knows when people are ready to go. Losing so many loved ones was one of the reasons I actually wanted to become a nurse, so I can be there for people during their hard times and make them enjoy the last moments of their life comfortably and happy. I don't think people realize how important end-of-life and palliative care truly is until you witness a loved one going through it. I watched my grandma suffer, and as sad as I was to see her go, I knew she was at peace. I have a quote that really touched me. It says, "God looked around his garden and found an empty space. Then he looked down upon this earth and saw your tired face. He put his arms around you and lifted you to rest. God's garden must be beautiful, he only takes the best."